Hi everyone, Animal Girl here, back with another edition of Book Talk. The book in this video is one that I just finished reading last night and is part of a series of books for children about legendary figures, and that is The Guardians of Childhood, Book 1, Nicholas St. North and the Battle of the Nightmare King. Before Santa was Santa, he was North. Nicholas St. North, a daredevil swordsman whose prowess with double scimitars was legendary. Like any other swashbuckling, young warrior, North seeks treasure and adventure, leading him to the fiercely guarded village of Standoff Clausen, said to be home to the greatest treasure in all the East, and to an even greater wizard, Umbric Salazar. But when North arrives, legends of riches have given way to terrors of epic proportions. North must decide whether to seek his fortune or save the village. When our rebellious hero gets sucked into the chaos, literally, the fight becomes very personal. The Nightmare King and his evil feelings are ruling the night, owning the shadows and sending waves of fear through all of Standoff Clausen. For North, this is a battle worth fighting for, and he's not alone. There are 5 other guardians out there, and he only has to find them in time. Okay, highlights of this book. This was written and illustrated by William Joyce and Laura Geringer, and if I misspelled or mispronounced anyone's name, the authors and illustrators and any of the characters, I apologize. It is also 25 chapters long, so it's not a little kid book as it's chaptered, but it's not an older kid book as there are illustrations in it. This is the first book of the series, obviously, as it's called Book 1. And it actually sets up the series very well. Pitch, who has been imprisoned for 1,000 years, is set free. And, I'm not going to give away any spoilers. And our heroes have to go in search of a way to stop him and protect the people he's preying on, which are namely children. We meet 6 key players in the series. At least I think they're key players. One of them I'm not 100% sure on, or at least two or three I'm not 100% sure on, but they were key players in the book. So in this book, so I think they might be key players throughout the rest of the series. First off is Nicholas St. North, who will, while he's not referred to that in this book, for those of you who have seen Rise of the Guardians, which was based off of this book series, he will eventually become Santa Claus. Catherine, who is a young girl who befriends North. Olmec, who is the wizard, he was actually mentioned in the description. Pitch, who is the Nightmare King. In the movie, he's also referred to as the Boogeyman. Nightlight, who is a spectral boy who can drive Pitch away, which I thought was very clever to name him Nightlight, because that's what you use in a child's room to keep the monsters away. And then Tsar Lunar, and if I misspelled that, I apologize, who is the Man in the Moon. Before I move on to the things I like about this book, I just want to say one thing, and that is, if you are expecting this book to be like The Rise of the Guardians, it is not. This is probably pre-Rise of the Guardians. This series is probably how North and Bunman and Sandy and Tooth became Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny and the Sandman and the Tooth Fairy. At least that's my guess. They're probably going to become them at the end of the next book, of the last book, or at some point in the last book. Because at this point, North isn't Santa Claus yet. He is still Nicholas St. North. He hasn't been made a guardian of childhood yet. I think that's going to happen when they get the others in there. And I know they said like 5 others, which makes me think, okay, we've got the Easter Bunny is going to be coming up, and the Tooth Fairy, and Sandman. That's 3. Possibly Jack Frost will be the next one, I think, because he was a key player in the movie. But we will talk about the movie in Movie Talk, so I have no idea who the 5th one is, unless Catherine or Nightlight will play a role as one of the Guardians. I don't know. We'll find out in some of the next books. Okay, things I loved about this book. I loved the plot line. For it being for kids, it was actually really good. I did like it. It was really interesting. A really good plot line. It did focus on North in this book and set up his character and his transformation from this bandit to a hero. So I really did like that, and I'm hoping the other books do the same thing with the other characters, with the Easter Bunny and the Tooth Fairy and the Sandman. I love the characters. I thought they were very relatable characters. Honestly, because there wasn't a lot of description on Pitch, on what he looks like, he's really just described as a shadowy thing in the book. I really just pictured him as he looked in Rise of the Guardians. That would have been like maybe the one flaw. And if he was described early on when he escapes, I can't really remember it all that much. So, because I was always picturing him as the Pitch from the movie. So, that would have been, but just because you don't really get the description, they go back and they kind of add to the description of the other characters a little bit, but him, they really don't, so that would have been my one flaw with the character-wise. I love the story of the Man in the Moon, why he is on the moon, everything. I don't want to give away any spoilers. And I love the journey to the Lunar Temple, which is the temple where these monks who, for lack of a better word, worship the Man in the Moon, live, and it's where one of the objects that they need to defeat Pitch once and for all can be found. There are others which will lead them on. I think that's why North was not made a Guardian of Childhood yet. They're waiting until they get all the items together. Okay, next future book talk video books that are coming up soon. Zodiac will be my next and first Zodiac book talk video. Esther Bunman and the Warrior Eggs at the Earth's Core will be the next Guardians of Childhood book talk video, but that will probably be a while, as I do not have that book yet on my ebook. And even when I do get it, I have a whole bunch of other books ahead of it to get through. But I will do one on it, so don't worry. Pegasus Book 3, The New Olympians, will be the next Pegasus book talk video. Magic Strikes, which I just started reading last night, will be the next Kate Daniels book talk video. The Wishing Spell will be the next and first The Land of Stories book talk video, and Star Wars: A New Dawn will be my next Star Wars book talk video. Again, no set date for when these will come out. Or in what order. So just kind of be patient. I just started reading a new one, and some of these I'm halfway through. I'm nowhere near halfway through. I'm almost done with. So just be patient, and I'll get them out as soon as I finish them. Okay, quick reminder on my comment rules. Okay, feel free to check out my other book talk videos. But please keep in mind that The School for Good and Evil Book 3, The Last Ever After, is exclusively on my Facebook page. I will do a remake of it, but I am going to wait until I have reread it so it can be accurate. And I'm not trying to remember from from a week or so ago what actually happened in the book. Also, feel free to check out my other videos. Okay, and 2 things to note before I sign off. First off is that my top 10 Star Wars favorite men video, Movie Talk Birthday Special Edition video on The Lion King, and my Movie Talk videos on Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith. Van Helsing, Hansel and Gretel, Witch Hunters, and Spooky Buddies are on my Facebook page as of the posting of this video. I will do remakes of them, but please keep in mind that the Movie Talk videos on The Lion King, Van Helsing, Hansel and Gretel, Witch Hunters, and Spooky Buddy will probably not be posted anytime soon, as The Lion King is a birthday talk special edition video, so it only makes sense for me to wait until my next birthday to post that one, or do a redo of that and post it. And Van Helsing, Hansel and Gretel, Witch Hunters, and Spooky Buddies, while not, well, Spooky Buddies is actually classified as a Halloween movie, and the other 2 are not traditionally classified as Halloween movies, but I kind of put them in that category even though they are not special edition videos. So I am just going to wait until next October to do remakes of those as well. So just be patient. I will get those out when I can, and hopefully the 2 Star Wars videos will be posted soon. I'll probably get them out at some point next week. Okay? Also, please note that TV Talk will now exclusively be on my Facebook page. This is due to the fact that YouTube is considering those videos to be spam. So, rather than just deal with the headache of that, I'm just going to post them to my Facebook page. If you want to view these videos, feel free to friend me on Facebook. I will have the link in the description section. And if you're having problems with that, let me know. Or just send out a friend request. And you can, and I will get back to you with that. I'm very good about getting back to people who send friend requests to me. Also, feel free to leave your comments and questions in the comment section. I do love to read those, and if you are watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe, and if you're watching it on Facebook, please like and follow. And feel free to follow me on YouTube, or not YouTube, DeviantArt, Tumblr, Twitter, and Instagram. And also, please note that all pictures seen within this video belong to their respective artists. I own absolutely nothing. As always, thank you for watching and have a very nice day.